you know, I really brought you on for selfish reasons because, you know, I'm trying to figure my fucking life out. That's what the show is all about. It's basically like me bringing people on who are better at things than I am so I can ask them how they do it so I can become a better person and eventually reach higher. That's why Carby is here too. He knows. So for you, Christian, let's talk about like how I live for a little bit. So when you're training someone, when you start like working with someone.
I don't train.
Okay.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
But
I am for hire though.
There you go.
TheBigInside.com.
So whenever you help someone, if you've helped someone in the past or even personally, what are the first questions you ask? What would you need for me to sort of get my...
Okay, so first off, I gotta say, Andrew, 10 points for you.
Okay.
10 points Gryffindor for the fact that that is where it starts. So you need input to have output.
Exactly.
That's just true of all things, okay? So if you're trying to improve how you eat toward, like the first thing is like toward what end? Where are we going and why?
Yeah.
A lot of people can say where they're going. The why is where people often get tripped up. So if it's like, that's why I was saying earlier, boil it down to, is it because like, I think it's going to get me a spouse? Like if it's something like that, or if it's like, well, my doctor said I'll die in 3 months if I don't, like those are two radically different ideas.
Motivation.
So knowing the motivation,
Yeah.
like even if it's broad, knowing that, and then, you know, obviously you're going to develop the diet to it, but it's about, give me that input. Like what?
So I want to live a long and healthy life. And I just want it to be, to feel natural. I think that's...
To feel natural.
To feel natural. So when...
See, I can do it right now.
I love it. I feel like I'm talking to a therapist about my eating habits. But no.
Mother!
I want it... Yes. Oh, my father and mother issues. You want to hear
Sopranos
about my privilege?
much?
Yeah. Carvia knows. But no, it's for me, it's sort of what feels natural. So obviously I know it would be... Because I have I sleep at random times. I stay up till like 4 or 5 a.m. most nights. I eat randomly and sporadically. I work at a very high pressure, stressful job. And when I do eat, it's not really the best food. And so I know it's about changing those learned.
If you were your own kid, would you raise you this way?
No.
So why are you being a selfish fuck?
I know.
Oh my God, on the air, I hit him hard. So I mean, so sometimes that's like a silver bullet bullshit.
Yeah.
That's
no,
not
I
fair.
Understand.
But it's the idea that we have to, it's that idea of like, okay, so I have all these things I want.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's usually where people get tripped up, is they refuse to get humble around their own wants.
Yeah.
Because they believe that, like, you know, if I don't get all these things I want, bad things will befall me.
Very true.
I'm not saying don't be motivated in your career. I'm not saying don't strive. And I'm not even saying, like, there are going to be periods in life where, you know what, the inconvenience will be, I'm going to hack at my body's health.
Yeah.
And I can accept that. I'm not going to sleep well. Like, that makes perfect sense. But it really boils down to, is that, and goes to diet, is this going to be for, I have a set plan of 9 months of this, and then I'm saying no, like I would discipline a child? Or is it like, well, I'm going to wait and see how long it goes, and 8 years into deteriorating your health, you've realized, oh, I never really checked that, did I?
Well, I feel like for me...
Just so you know, your body's a clock.
Yeah.
It's a clock, and it runs... No, not like that. Not like, all right, time's ticking out. But, like, all things happen on a time frame.
Yeah.
So if you want to be vague with time, that's your prerogative, but that's your biggest health flaw with dieting.
Yeah.
Is like, I'm not paying attention to, okay, I'm going to eat shitty and sleep shitty, you know, until a thing happens, but I have no idea that time frame.
Yeah.
You could be deteriorating your joints, your muscles, your liver, your heart. You could be your blood pressure. You could be deteriorating something just by not being specific.
Very true.
Get fucking specific.
Yeah.
Give it a number. How many more years do you want to live like this, Andrew? Right now.
Like 2 more, probably.
2 more. No.
turned 30
I want you to be
in 2
hard.
years.
No. You asked me what to ask.
If I'm being realistic...
Give me a date.
A date? I don't have a date. I don't.
No, make a date.
I hate this. I hate change.
Well, yeah, there's your inconvenience. There's the inconvenience. No, it's literally facing the inconvenience. Right here.
No, it's
2040. How many years do you want to live this diet?
This diet and
give me
sleep
a
lifestyle.
date.
I don't want to live it anymore.
You can break the promise
I don't
later.
want to live it anymore. I don't. Tomorrow. I would love to not be like this.
So
you know, man, like I'm gonna cry. You know, like the way I feel is that I just want to feel good inside.
I didn't mean to break the show.
I just want to feel good inside. And so I smoke cigarettes and I eat poor because I really hate myself. Kathy Bates is not enjoying this. Green Zeus, aka Kathy Bates, does not enjoy the new nickname. Is cross.
He's like, get him off the show.
Get
him off the show. Anyway, so go on. I'm sorry.
So I don't know. I'm lost. How about we got another minute left, Christian. I've had so much fun hanging out with you.
I was trying to give you something useful.
I know.
You see what I mean?
Well, give us like your.
So I want you to write. Here's a useful. Here's a
life
practical
motto. Give us a life motto.
No. Here's a practical thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's also a motto. Vagueness is your worst enemy. So it starts with writing things down, not just as like goals, like I want this, but giving it a specific, a date, a time, numbers. In other words, if you couldn't write down your goals and someone else can visualize it, measure it, weigh it, lick it, smell it, taste it, whatever, like if it isn't totally manifest in someone else's mind, you didn't write down the goal properly.
Okay.
It's just any goal you have that doesn't have a quantifiable plan of attack has a name, and it's called a hallucination. So it's one of those things like you want to stop eating poorly and see, well then start, like it's literally a pen and paper and write it down as specifically, put it away 24 hours, come back to it 24 hours later, rewrite it more specifically, and do that as many times. And what's going to happen is what's going to pop out is the first instruction. You don't need the other person. You need to, if you're DIYing it, you need to keep on redrafting it, and then one little, I can do that.
Yeah.
Whether it's, I need to get to bed at 9 every night. I need to, you know what? I need to stop eating 4 bags of Doritos Blaze every night. Like it'll pop out, but you have to keep rewriting it until you get that specific. Is that a useful little tool?
No, I love it. That's a great way.